Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoffs is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't...
Makes the grab and room to run. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
A shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to make.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try and get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the story.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal to on-the-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
The run inside. It's Haynes.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense really has put themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Throwing right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. Midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Running inside, it's Johnson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. complete and brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot.
Maybe some room here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great...
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, you'll be forcing it a little bit.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Spins away from the defender. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. And in the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he puts through the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Iyamaleava. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. It's a foot race. And he won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Things going here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's right, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Knight. There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He's brought down as short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And you see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. He unleashes a long one. Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's complete. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Well, all signs looking real positive for this offense here. This drive looks a little bit different, though, than the last one, right? The last one was just a couple of plays, big plays, and a touchdown. This one, we're being a little bit more methodical. But when you convert third downs, you stay on the field. This offense, they can do it a lot of different ways. They can hurt you with their matchups. They can play at different tempos. This is looking really good.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David. You're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson,
makes the grab in their space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Imaliava. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Imaliava. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in with one hand. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Fires to the right. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's got him in the flat. Nice move to pick up yardage. Timeout call by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to keep running. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Buckeyes with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Iamaleava looking to scramble. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds his tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now,
turning it on. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. They'll give it to Johnson. Touchdown, Tiger! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They've got a long want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Imaliava. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I don't think you can outthrow this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can. Palmer, I don't think he had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and, man, he makes the defense pay.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Reynolds. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's Imaliava to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Knight. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ball.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they points on the board.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go right back to it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
On the run, it's Wright. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. He'll try to do it himself. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Saying in the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looked tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a double.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll run it. It's Johnson. Got a little grass. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's gone! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Imaliava. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we're going to make sure we take him away.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Back to throw. It's Imaliava. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception. His